Hello, let's talk parts of a literary text. Literary texts are made up of texts like poems, dramas, and plays. We will talk about how different parts of a literary text makes up a whole and a whole reading experience. Just like a cheesecake is made up of many layers, there are many layers to a literary text like figurative language, metaphors, and etc. And when you eat a whole bite, you eat all the different layers that makes a fun eating experience of the cheesecake. So reading a literary text is like eating all the parts of it for a fun reading experience. That is how we will talk about parts of a poem, drama, or a story. These are the things you see on the page when you read a poem. A poem does not have sentences. A poem has lines. Sometimes the line ends in the middle, sometimes the line ends in the middle of a thought. It is called a line break, and the groups of a line are called stanza. You do not call groups of lines paragraphs like you would in a story. These are the elements that give the poem sound qualities: the rhyme, and the rhythm. Parts of the poem that give it musical quality are rhyme, rhythm, and meter. So the rhyme is when words end in the same sound, sometimes within a line, sometimes at the end of lines. And the rhythm is the beat of the poem. The meter is the pattern of sounds in a poem. Imagery, like image, is making a picture with words. Because a poem has fewer words than a play or a story, it uses strong, exciting language like similes or metaphors. It uses figurative language to make the language very exciting. Look at this poem. It starts with the first line. It was a mistake to bake me a cake. Do you see the rhymes? You see that there are 8 lines in the poem and there are 4 stanzas. The first stanza talks about how the speaker is feeling about the cake. The speaker is excited and delighted. And in the second stanza, the speaker is confused about what to do. In the third stanza, the speaker is debating whether to eat one slice or stopping, because the speaker wants all the slices. At the end, the speaker convinces him or herself to be cool. And it ends with the same idea that it was not a mistake to bake the cake. So the poem comes to a big circle. You see, each part focuses on how the speaker has different feelings about the cake. As a whole, the poem gives the reader an interesting reading experience about how the speaker is feeling about the cake. Next time you read a poem, think about how each stanza focuses on an idea and how the idea builds on another idea and another idea and another idea, and as a whole, the poem has one complex idea. Who knew there were so many layers in a poem? Now you do. More later.